Hi, good morning, everyone. Today, I'm going to walk you through the path of employees who work at McDonald's. All of you, for sure, have been in McDonald's, and most of you have seen the profile of a person who works there. So today, I'm going to confirm some of your thoughts and visions. But from other side, I'm going to break some myths as well. So I hope you enjoy. A bit about myself, as Gunnar, thank you, already presented this slide. I've been working in HR field. Honestly to say, I love to say that I take care about people more than 10 years. So I work for people and with people. People is my passion. I have been in finance sector. I have done this and that, but eventually I understood that people is really the area that makes me passionate about my job. As you see, I don't have a dog. It feels like I'm just lucky, but maybe luck is not the thing that brought me here. I believe so. I started in 2016 as an HR consultant in Estonia. Now talking about luck and not. I've been to maternity leave for 2 years, and I returned back as an HR director of Baltics. So here I am. I have quite a big team working with me, and I'm going to tell you what we are doing in our day-by-day life, training people, developing people, and how we manage the talents in our company. But before, I would like to give you a short overview in order for you to understand how big or small we are. So at the moment, we are in a process of opening one more restaurant in Baltics, so that is in Estonia. Quite soon, I'm not revealing the date as of yet, but quite soon we will open one more restaurant in Smule. That will make us 11 restaurants in Estonia in total. We have more than 700 employees at this particular moment, more than 700 talents and pearls that we still need to discover and develop. We have 13 restaurants in Latvia and 17 in Lithuania. So in total in Baltics at McDonald's, there are more than 3,000 people hired. When it comes to the background, I wanted to start a bit further, not straight from the training and development, but to speak about the people. Who are those people that work in the catering sector? We can call it customer service sector, we can call it catering, it doesn't make any much more difference. However, who are those people? And as I started previously before, when you walk in, you see the people working at McDonald's, what is your first thought? Who they are? Youngsters, correct? They're mostly students. And there is, from one side, there is a myth that yes, only students work at McDonald's. However, what we have done, and we were constantly working on the diversity and equity. We started this year a campaign which was quite brilliant and was based on one of the core values in our company, which is diversity. And we said that our doors are open to everyone. That means that we are looking for people who don't have any work experience, who don't have any extra super skills. So we just want your will to work with us. That's it. As the previous speaker was saying as well, happiness. Happiness starts with the sparkle in the eye. So first and most important for us is to have a people whose eyes are sparkling. And by that, we believe that we can teach everything else that we have in our company. So saying about the diversity and equity, we have joined diversity charter in all 3 countries. We did it in the beginning of the year in Latvia and Lithuania. Now recently in September we joined in Estonia as well. And as well we are looking for opportunities to have people with special needs. This is something which would be challenging for us, since our work is quite dynamic, quite fast, you know. That is why we're called fast food chain. Everything is fast, you know, has to be really dynamic. And when it comes to the myths that we have, the first myth that I was thinking, that onboarding in the catering sector is not important. Is it? It is. Actually, it is. We in our company, we measure quite a lot of KPIs, trying to understand, analyze the numbers, but people are not numbers, and we still need to figure out why and what are those reasons, why people come to us and why people leave us, or why people stay with us. And what we found out, that the onboarding process, even for the crew, even for the first level of employees in our company, is very, very important. And when we are talking about the success of how we would measure the success, we have the KPI that show us how many people are moving away from our company during 90 days. Why we took 90? Because the probationary period, as you know, by legislation in Latvia, Estonia, Lithuania is different. So we tried to have something which is somewhere in the middle. And saying that, we have a hiring success of 92% in Estonia. That means only 8% of people who join our company are leaving during the first 90 days. And we believe in our company that this first step in and this onboarding is really, really important. Because then that is the probationary period whereby we test each other. Do we match? Do you like working with us? Do I like you as an employee? Do we match each other? So that is a quite important thing, and here the myth is broken. Onboarding is really, really important. The second one is the only students work in the service sector, or the catering, or McDonald's. Actually, having taken a look at the average employee, which when I joined the company, I was thinking that the average age is 18, 19. But the average age is actually 25, 26. And I will tell you a bit more about employees, about our people, and about our training and development, and you will understand why. Yes, there are quite many students working with us. However, we have quite a lot loyal people that working with our company for many, many years. The last one, flexibility. Why people work in the catering industry, and we're saying as well at the McDonald's, everyone is seeking for the flexibility. But the flexibility this time and in this particular moment has to be defined very clearly. What is the flexibility? And I will come back later to this point. Why do people choose customer service? And we started with this flexibility. And first of all, we started with the profile of employees who are mostly students. What they are looking for is the flexibility. So they say, okay, I can work 10 hours per week. And you say, because you are in a lack of staff, you say, yeah, sure, come. But then what does it give us as a company? We are struggling, we have a lack of staff. And by this flexibility, we need to start understanding that the flexibility is not just the hours that we give, but by the flexibility, we as a company can provide much more than just regular hours that you can do. Flexibility is that we as a company, we are flexible towards you, that you can choose either you work evenings or mornings. That if you have some special event at home, something is happening, you have to celebrate somebody's birthday, we will come towards you and we will give you the time off. Or you are studying and you need some time off, and we can come forward and say, yes, we can give you this flexibility. Having said that, the strategy for the next year, and this is something that we would like to break as a circle, because the circle is going and going and it's never ending. We would like to start hiring people who are older than just the students. and this is a strategy for next year. Fingers crossed, I hope that we will manage. I'm sure that we will manage. But just to tell you about the bit about the background as well, how we hire people. I'm sure that all of you know. There are three main channels that work with us. Hiring portals is one of the things. We have quite strong employer brand campaigns that help us gain and attract the people. And which is mostly working is Invite Your Friend program, which is the referral program where people come to our company and get actually quite a good bonus, 350 euros. I have done some research and spoke to my colleagues to understand if they have something similar in the company. And yes, but no one has this amount of money which we have. So from one side, it's quite good. It's quite, heavy. If you are working in a customer service, 350 euros is quite a lot, right? However, again, this is a closed circle. So who are the ones who are referring to this job to their friends? Youngster students. So this is kind of a circle which is never ending. And we are about to end this next year, I hope. So this is a bit of a background of our people who work at the McDonald's. When it comes to training program, we have very strong, very structured, and very precise training system. As you know, we as a company, we are a corporate company. So there are quite a lot of things which are given by corporation, whereby we cannot do step left or step right. However, in our company now here in the Baltics, we are still trying to personalize and have this personal approach towards people. The main thing that training is provided when it's needed. When it's not needed, as the question was about this financial department, and here you go, have read the book. We don't do that. Since the training is provided to those who need the training and when it's needed. Of course, keeping in mind as well the needs of our company, for sure. However, we do respect people who are in the same position and don't want to move. We are using quite a lot a word ambition. But not everyone is ambitious. Some of people like stability, like to stay in the same place where they are. And we have quite a lot of great examples, whereby we have in Tartu a person who is working for 24 years, 25, and she is still in a position of customer service. That's how she likes it. There are opportunities, however, we need for us to understand that not everyone likes ambition. Some people like stability, and we have to accept that and respect that. Still, we do encourage people to grow in our restaurants, and not only. And in our organization, we consider ourselves as a growing and learning organization, and we grow and learn every day. So what we do, we empower our people. We would like to grow the talents. We develop great leaders in our restaurants, and what we do as well, which is quite important, we need to recognize people. Recognize people for their achievements, for their hard work, for the training, and for the passion to do this job. What we do as well, besides all the training which is related to the McDonald's restaurant, which is quite structured, and we give the skills for life. I don't know how many of you have seen or heard if there is a recruitment and someone applies from McDonald's. Usually those people are taken immediately, because the skills that we give to people, they are skills for life, they are communication skills. There are many, many other ways that people can use in everyday life and develop, not only in company, but personally as well. Why we should encourage? For our people, and as I previously stated as well, equity. we give the equal opportunities to everyone. What we try to do as well is we see the potential in our people. Sometimes there are situations whereby people don't even know that they would like to grow, that they have the skills which are quite strong, maybe some skills that we need to develop even more. And that is why we use this personal approach and appreciation. And what does it give us as a company? We have motivated people who are loyal to the company. And this loyalty is celebrated from our side. This is just a small example. I have thousands of pictures from working anniversaries, people who are in our company for many, many years. So right in the middle, there is a QA person who celebrated 25 years in the company. There is a store manager who celebrated 26 years in the company. And honestly, I forgot how many years this lady from this first picture. Was it 10 or 15? 10? Yeah. So not only we develop, not only we promote, not only we fill in the papers, we always try to celebrate because we do the hard work, all of us, and especially in dynamic companies like ours. And sometimes we might forget, but here in our company, we never forget. We always celebrate the great moments. We always come, we spend the time together for our people to see and feel that they are valued. And I believe this is the most important. A bit about the structure in the restaurant, so you would understand what is the career ladder that people are going through. We start from the customer service. Who takes care about our customers? So the first touch point in our restaurants, as we call the people who create feel-good moments for our customers and our guests. Then there is a possibility to move to the crew trainer position. This is the person who takes care about the newcomers. So they feel good. So they, from their side, they create those feel-good moments for them. There are managers of different areas, starting from the guest experience leader, the person who is the first touch point when you enter the restaurant, who is asking, may I help you with something? Sounds really, really simple, but in reality, it is quite much more complex in order to be a guest experience leader. It is something that requires quite good communication skills, hospitality, on which we are basing quite a lot of our customer service. Shift leaders, and then comes the management level of the restaurant, which contains from second and first assistant to the restaurant manager. The path, and I wanted to actually show you some numbers as well. And then I said no. When you ask me how long does it take from customer service, from crew, to become a restaurant manager? And then this is the question that I cannot answer you, because it all depends. It all depends on the personal will, and this is from where we started. The person needs to have the will, and then it depends. All of it depends on them. It can be a couple of years, it can be 10, it can be 15, it all depends. But we, from our side, what we do, we provide the opportunity to be trained, to develop, and there is now up to person how and if they want to do it. So there will be still some numbers. So can you imagine saying out loud the number 5,952 hours of training? And that is only till October. So the year has not been ended. There will be quite a lot more. And we have had 168 promotions till October this year. There will be more. We will close the year, I believe, with more number. However, the biggest portion of promotions comes to the end of the year, as at the beginning of the year we start with with understanding the gaps and the needs. When it comes to personal training, it consists of separate and several steps. So we have one-on-one, we have guiding, we have coaching, independent learning, e-learning. The trainings are conducted inside the restaurant, outside the restaurant. And the higher management trainings are organized in Hamburger University. I'm sure you didn't know that we have such, Hamburger University. In London, Munich, and Chicago. This year, if I'm not mistaken, we had 5 people who attended the training in London, which is quite good. The examples that I wanted to share with you, how our people have been developed, there are many of them, but I wanted to show you several so we would have the idea what are those possibilities. I could start from myself, and I did it at the beginning, but just to show you what are the opportunities. So from Estonia to Malta, we had a colleague who joined our company, was working in Estonia for many years, and then she went to Malta. Our company consists of 6 countries in total. That's Baltics, that's Greece, Romania, and Malta. And when we are talking about growth, when we are talking about talent, when we are talking about sharing, and this company, we call ourselves as McFamily, and that is true. So if there is an opportunity to join somewhere else, we share those opportunities with others. So each and every one, even crew, has the possibility to go to work in Greece or Malta or Romania, up to them. Our managing director actually started as a crew in Macedonia, then moved to the Baltics, and now he is a managing director working in our company for 25 years. Another one, a good example that I wanted to share with you was a person who developed from a store manager assistant to digital manager of marketing. That person actually didn't want to develop. He was good at his place. He was never even thinking about applying because the ad was there and we wanted him to apply. We went to him. As I previously stated as well, we need to see the potential in our people. And we saw this potential, and we went, and now he's there. So there are quite great stories of growth that we can share. But I want just to share 3 in order to not take your time till the evening. You are standing, that means I'm a bit...
Yes.
Okay. I was scared when he was when he will raise. Quickly, I will show you what we are doing differently today. We have in plan a manager trainee program. What is that? Having said that, about the structure of our company, how many positions we have, sometimes we need to see that there are no possibilities to grow people from inside. And that's why the idea is to go for outside, to look for people who will have a fast-track program in order to enter the managerial level. That is planned for next year. We're already started with the preparation, and I believe that this program will be quite good. Digitalization, which is one of the challenging parts in our company, that we want to digitalize quite a lot of trainings, e-learnings, and be digital, so in order to move away from this paperwork. Last but not least, talking about development and talking about training and growth and talents. What we have started this year is McDonald's Open Academy program, which was designed especially for summer employees, those who come to work with us really for 3 or 4 months. Because we were always focusing on existing people who work with us constantly, but then we thought, okay, what about those people who just come for a summer? and we started with them. So there was in Baltics more than 120 participants, which project was really, really successful, and I do believe that we will continue next year, whereby our management share the knowledges, share the experience with the youngsters. And that's it.
Teeme suure aplausi.
Thank you.
Lähme natuke sinna poole. Hea võimalus küsida küsimusi. Tõstke jaa, Teevi siin ees. Kohe jõuab mikrofon sinuni. Tõsta natuke häält lihtsalt, et sul on hea tugev hääl.
Ma võin ka läbi mikrofoni rääkida, et väga hea oli kuulda seda, et McDonald's panustab oma inimeste arendamisse nii selle nagu ametialaste oskuste poolest kui ka siis nii-öelda areng inimesena.
Just.
Väga paljud inimesed McDonald'is töötavad ju graafiku alusel.
Täpselt nii.
Ja ma küsiks nagu niimoodi, et kas te olete kuidagi sellesse graafikusse arvestanud ka sellise aja, kus inimene võtab aja iseenda arendamiseks nendest asjadest, mida tema vajab nagu nii-öelda, kus ta vajab arendamist, et mitte ainult nagu sellised koolitused, mis on nagu ette planeeritud, et siis lähed koolitusse. Ja ma küsiks, et kui see on määratud sinna graafikusse, siis kui palju on see mingi kuu kontekstis või et kuidas te nagu sellist aega annate inimesele, et nüüd sa saad tegeleda sellega, mis on sinule isiklikult vajalik?
See on väga hea küsimus. Graafik ongi selle jaoks tehtud, et inimene saaks arvestada oma vaba ajaga, saaks arvestada koolitustega, mis on ette nähtud ettevõtte poolt. Kuid kui me tuleme tagasi selle esitluse algusesse ja kus ma ütlesin ka, et me oleme väga paindlikud, tõepoolest nii see on. Graafikusse nüüd otseselt me küll ei määra sellist aega, kus inimene veedab seda siis enese arenguks, eks ole, aga kindlasti me tuleme vastu ja teeme võimalusel graafiku vabaks. Seda me saame teha.
Aitäh! Teeme Anastasijale aplausi!